even if you are just picking MF straight up into it, is still not going to be that high.
Yeah. I mean, also what often happens in pro play is that the Braum is a little bit under-leveled compared to like solo queue. Definitely a lot of Winter's Bite spam. Now the Hex Flash coming in.
Yeah, over the wall goes KIA, and he's out of turret range, finds a double pulverize, Maker Rain comes down as Gumayusi comes on over. The door is set up at first blood, still goes over to the Misfortune. And Beryl, like you say, didn't have a whole lot of the blue stuff, but is now going to have to deal with another wave as KIA finds yet another pulverize. He will die, and Beryl is fine, and Gumayusi decided that he did not want to kill him ahead of KIA. As DK thinking about going for a contest, but I don't know about it. As Seismic Shove going wide. KIA comes in, gets a pulverize onto Lucid, who does get the decoy off. And now Doran just says, nope, you do not have a jungler. They also take down the Dragon on the back end as aiming. He is just going to get evicted from this area. No flash, no chance. And Gumayusi even able to walk on over, give him a love tap, take him down. Shu on this top side of the map is at least trying to get something back.
Because they don't have flashes on Beryl or aiming, they just all die.
And yes, you see, aiming having the difficulty of not being able to walk very fast to get out of seismic shoves. So Faker able to pull him back in, get another kill for Gumayusi to make that lane even more difficult for this Varus. As T1 looking to take down these grubs at the same time. They will be one objective away from picking up feats of strength in this game if that does in fact come in. Showmaker looking to try and defend as Gumayusi KIA are set up. Owner is taking the grubs. They're just taking all sorts of things all the time. And T1's lead, I think, is only going to extend from this point on. And KIA, I feel like he's everywhere this game. As the Cyclone comes in, can KIA actually get in there to headbutt Lucid under the turret? And he does, in fact, do so. He flashes away. Realm Warp going to come on through. That gets rid of Beryl. So Beryl lives, and Lucid is very dead.
Start to fail when you're lacking that extra bit of damage.
Well, speaking of an extra bit of damage, I think Faker certainly has it. As the threaded volley is coming down, we're going to stop watching that one as Lucid comes in, and the hook shot is so good from Doran. Bullet time comes down as well. Beryl almost just dead from that one, but they do manage to get the Camille, but at what cost? The answer is everything.
Easy cleanup for the side of T1, said Yuani.
Yeah.
You dive in as this Wukong, you're probably just dead immediately.
Well, Lucid is going to dive in and just flashes away and dies. Wow. Like, why? Still, Showmaker and Shu, they're going to come on over. All Out is going to be used to separate Owner from this fight, but he just gets back towards this collapse onto Showmaker. And Gumayusi, he comes down yet again. They've set the table for it, and they're now looking to grab these kills. Glacial Prison comes on through once more, but Shu, pretty tanky.
Game one, Dplus had a lead, had an advantage. Managed to push it a little bit, and then they started to flounder, and T1 pulled back. This is a game, though, where T1 are the ones who led the charge, who have the advantage, and it just doesn't even look remotely close.
Nope. I feel like the floundering is where we started.
I'm sure he's all by himself and doesn't have the entirety of the Avengers ready to assemble the second something goes wrong.
The old Avengers or the new ones?
Both of them together.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Rift Herald is just going to be secured here by T1. And Showmaker standing on a ward, that could be scary. Blast Cone here, it's an Infernal Soul, so we'll have a few extra Blast Cones. Sorry, Valdez. As, yes, T1 just trying to get even more control, just to make sure that Faker can very safely take this turret on this top side. As I've seen fights in this area happen before, as Beryl throws out an ulti for fun. Seems crazy. As headbutt pulve onto Beryl. Owner swings a flail at him as okay. Aiming going to start this one up. He's already down very low. There's the flash forward. Can they actually kill Guma? Is the question. The answer so far is no. They take down Beryl finally. They overextend far enough to kill the Misfortune, but now the rest of them are likely to go down. Doran just executes aiming underneath the turret. And Shu trying to escape. That blast cone direction was looking a little dicey, but he gives them the good old thumbs up as he exits. But they didn't need to kill Shu to feel really good about how this fight goes, as Lucid is just running for the hills. And it feels like T1, they don't give the opportunities, right? Because they're not overextending into vision that they don't have, as the bullet time is so good. Beryl's door does pretty much nothing, and aiming is just shredded. Down goes the Wukong as well, as there is an all out, so they kill Gumayusi one more time. As Showmaker also might be able to get a kill onto Carrier. There is that one. Shiu gets himself out of there, but I don't know whether Showmaker wins this 1v1 against Owner, and he does not. Down goes the Cassante as well as T1 complete the ace with only the sacrifice of their bottom lane, and you can see Shiu just head in hands.
Hampering away at Guma's KDA. In terms of the game state, it's just getting worse and worse every time they take down the MF.
As Lucid wanting to trade for an Infernal Drake.
I don't think he gets to make that trade.
Well, I mean, we know that there are a couple towards the top side, but it looks like DK may not have full information. Showmaker coming on over. There's a teleport in from Doran. DK going to have to be swift about this one if they want to lock this down, as they do manage to secure it, get some bounty gold as the Cyclone comes in. Lucid looking for Faker there, but Faker moves out of the way of the Cyclone. Very nicely done. Hextech Ultimatum onto aiming in the back line. What's this Varus ever supposed to do this game? And it is get shoved and then bullet timed to death as Lucid, that was a bit tricky, gets himself over the wall as Shiu trying to get into that backline, goes all out and pulls Doran over, but he's so incredibly low. Gumayushi is looking for that kill, and he should be able to get it. Still, actually, Shiu doing some work, but Gumayushi's a raid boss. He is massive. That's another ace for T1. Baron going to be next on the cards, being up for 22 seconds. As, all right, Realm War play. They want to kill Gumayushi one more time as the seismic shove is so perfectly placed. Showmaker goes gold and Shiu into that backline. They might be able to kill Gumayushi, but I guarantee they are all dead after that as Owner takes down the Rise. Doran getting on in there. Man, he's doing so much damage. Shiu dashing around, doing cool stuff, but you know what? He's dead. And there is not a whole lot to be said other than that. T1, even though they don't have their 80 carry, they will be able to pick up a Baron. And that is going to be yet another 1-for-5 trade.
Max, do you remember, I think it was an MSI game, and it was on Faker's birthday, and I think he was playing against a Turkish representative. And T1 has been so owner-relied, so it's a good omen seeing them win with them on the Sejuani.
Shiu is taking a lot of damage as Doran trying to chase him down. Aiming is going to push him away, but it's not going to stop this inhibitor from going down. DK, it is feeling circular in motion. They are just slowly but surely going down the drain. As Shiu does get his health bar back, Weave as well just to block off Lucid from this fight. Seismic Shove does not connect, but the Hextech Ultimatum goes in. There's another gorgeous bullet time as Gumayushi cuts them down. Kill credit going over to Doran. Sitting on 10 now this game. What a monster. Seismic Shove's gorgeous there from the GOAT. And I think T1 may have just done it far more swiftly than the last time, as Carrier does what he likes to do at the end of games, which is die to the fountain laser, and that's going to mean that it isn't the classic for this particular game, which is 1-for-5 trades. Nexus still going to go down, though, and T1 looking clean with it here today.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.